while I do my live. Fuck it. We ain't gonna say nothing too crazy. They can't. Oh yeah, they can hear me. Hold on.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Yeah, man. It's a pretty rough one. All right. Well, I'll catch you on a minute. I'll see you later. Yeah, we were just talking about Star Wars versus Star Trek, and I decided to get my FOC and chill on, dude. So, first off, let's get the hair going. I was going to do an Insomni Shack, but, Insomni Shack, no, thank you. We'll just do FOC and chill. Yeah. There we go. This fucker going. Look at that beautiful hair. So we start talking about Star Trek versus Star Wars, and I kept hearing about this dude named Q, right? What happened to RSTUV, brother? Or even better than that, what happened to LMNOP? I don't know, but there's apparently a Q. Can't really see. Yeah, we seen a cat outside and a kitten, and the kitten didn't look like the parents. So I told Melody, and we tried to feed it some food. And I said, well, it probably should stay with the mommy because, you know, what if it don't eat food yet? And then the one we thought was the mom started hissing, right, at the baby. So I don't know. I just was hoping she wouldn't get scratched. Because you don't want that to happen. It was 850. 850. So we got the Worlds Collide rift. Rift between the worlds. Pretty cool. And we got the Savage Dragon guy right there. 100-page giant. Super spectacular. And then you got the family business right there. That's pretty sweet, right? All right. There. I could get rid of that. Yeah, Eric Larson's the best. My cat had some kittens. I never would have thought possible. Totally different colors, but Calico can do that sometimes. They are like mutts. Yeah. I can't imagine that kitten hanging out with cats that weren't their parents, being that small, you know? I don't know. My buddy called me or left a message. He was like, Biggie, can you get me one of these? And I'm like, I could try. Like, I got one copy, and it's my PC copy. So, I mean, if I get another one, I might hook my boy up. Old Shockwave Nostalgia. But for now, it's like, that's kind of a tough book to get. Not a really great time to be going for it, right, guys? My FF6. Looking damn good. So what do y'all think? You think that Star Wars has a chance, or Star Trek? I can't imagine it. Ooh, that hurt. Ah. What up, old wolf? Ooh. Where was London? Ooh. Where was London? Ooh. Yeah, dude, I bought a good, brother. What do you think of that West Coast Avengers? What is it, 30, 45? Ah. So what y'all doing tonight? I figure I get some Tekken in for a minute, do a FOC, and chill. There's a win. All right, I'm gonna drop the link, but no jabrones. Woo! Smoked him. This is a cool guy, Chad Oley. Yeah, we got the Phantom Stranger right here, Neil Adams. Pretty sweet. And little 298. And Iron Man 1. Looking damn good. Damn good. I don't even know how many points I got for that. It'll come back down like a brick. Yeah, it will, dude. Yeah, that 45, man, that's a joke book. Now, you want to spend $10 on it? It might be worth your time. But anything more than that, try to get them in the dollar bin, right? For a couple bucks or so. Anything more than $10, though, I would think you're tripping. I would think you're tripping. I got to beat up on this warrior. Oh, shit. This Lei Wulong. I got him. Oh, werewolves alone. Oh, dude, you know what? An old timer once told me, Legend, dude. They said that back in the day when people used to like smoke the greenery, you know what I mean, the grass, they would all hang out and they would howl like wolves because they were high, and they go, oh, woo. That's how they used to party back in the day.
I know many, man, who come along the spirit realm. Oh, yes. When you're in the spirit realm, you make the spirit walk. But before you make the spirit walk, you must make the spirit talk. But before you make the spirit talk, you must make the spirit in hell, the good and the evil, but mainly the lean, mean, green. The 420 is the only way to go.
They get down there and they're partying like animals. Oh, Old Wolf says, "Have a good night." Oh, you have a great night, Old Wolf. You have a great night yourself, man.
How you doing? Hey, Tony.
How you doing?
Hey,
How
Tony,
you doing?
Down here, Yancey Street, Tony. We want to make sure you go watch the Fantastic Four, because I got 2 words for you, like my brother CFAP used to say, Tony, and that is Superman sucks. It's clobbering time. Fellas.
It's clobbering time.
Great movie.
Yeah. What do you think about those guys that only give it a 1-point grade, dude? What do you think of that?
They just need to be clobbered.
They need some clobbering time.
Sometimes I don't think they deserve clobbering time. They just deserve a little snap of the fingers from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Just get him out of here. Get him out of here to dust with you.
I gotta wonder about your comic book love. Who don't love the FF?
The love.
Now, dude, whenever they put old Reed in the stretch gimmick, right? What did you think? Did you think that what would have been cool is if Reed would have been like, "Oh, you're stretching me out, Galactus. Let me wrap around you 30 times, right?"
Oh, yeah. We'll Planet Hoth on him like Empire. Trip him up.
Yeah. Like, I got a hold of you now. You think you're stretching me? He should have done like a fake scream. And then he should have like wrapped around his legs and his arms. But I got you now, bitch. You know?
I guess it's the stretching of this one. You couldn't stretch as long as, say, the comic book version. But it felt like that Stretch Armstrong when you're a little kid. You and your friends are pulling on that damn thing, but it actually snaps. Those little rubber toys.
Yeah, he didn't really stretch that far.
This is my MVP right here. This is my MVP from last night.
Yeah, it sure is. You talk about.
I went on a run.
Yeah, you stretched the fuck out of Legend last night.
It does not normally play out that way.
I won 2, but he won 3, man. Man, he was overpowering.
Well, I think it was 4-1, actually.
I don't think we.
George
I don't think
you
watched the first one.
Okay.
George Animal Steel, he got this weird pin where it wasn't even a move, but Drew was so tired it finally just wore him down to get pinned. And then the other one was Iron Sheik tapped out Khali. That was a good opener.
Look, the best match of the night was Booker T. Booker T coming back.
Oh, look at this. We got it. Hold on.
Hogan got beat.
I got it.
I beat Hulkamania. That is not a small feat.
You beat the Mega Powers in one night.
All right. What's up? Okay. Y'all couldn't see it because I had the media assist on.
Yeah. Good. It's always good to throw it up. Subscribe to the Biggie Shack channel. That allows
Mhm.
Biggie Shack to take a look at the back panel. Sometimes in the back panel, you got a guy wearing flannel. Sometimes you got a guy not wearing anything. And then
Yeah,
that's
we
when
got
you got
peepers.
to yeah,
Flannel
They
on the
got those-
panel? Jeez.
No
Yeah,
name
those-
peepers.
no
No
name
name
peepers. Yeah.
peepers. Well,
They just
they're in
come to the
here
backstage and kind of sit
causing
here
a
and creep.
ruckus.
Yeah, dude, it's really weird, dude. Dude, what if it's
Ruckus
like Benny?
covers.
What if it's Benny Compton? What if it was Benny Compton the whole time?
That would be funny.
He's the new dean.
He's Dean. He's
He's
Dean
the new
Compton.
dean.
Dean Compton.
Good old Benny Dean.
What was that? Isn't there a breakfast called, what is it? Benny
Jimmy Dean's.
Jimmy
That's
Dean.
not-
That's
yeah, those
sausage.
are
Jimmy
sausages.
Bean. Now, Drew, what did you think about my idea? Shouldn't Reed stretched around that motherfucker a little bit? Been like, oh, you think you got me?
I think they downplayed Reed's stretchy abilities a
Yeah.
little bit. But I think that kind of levels it, because I think that like the idea that he was being stretched against his will, as opposed to reaching out for something, he's being stretched. That's like kind of taking him to his limit. You know what I mean? The kind of
Yeah.
thing that I wish would have happened is I wish he would have let go of his legs and like rubber banded it.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen, dude. I thought that for sure he's going to flip him away.
I thought when he did that with Ben Grimm, spoiler alert, just kind of like smacks him into space. That was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Johnny
like
had to go get him.
somebody was saying like, oh, Galactus went out like a bitch. Like he completely underestimated them because they're bugs. He didn't know they'd put up any fight at all. He was underprepared for resistance. So when it happened, he was just like, oh, the fuck? And that won't happen
Of a
again.
mother, the love of a mother for her child.
I think
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's a lot better than the let's trick him with the ultimate nullifier. You know what I mean? Like they kind of
Mother.
did that with Dormammu in the first Doctor Strange, where he's like, I'm just going to outsmart him.
It's Mother Mary protecting Jesus, the baby, dude. It all goes back to the biblical standpoint,
Yeah.
basically.
And so Deadpool said he was Marvel Jesus, but really Franklin's
Baby.
Marvel Jesus.
Yeah, the baby's supposed to save the world, yeah. Or create new universes. In Franklin's case, create new worlds, yeah. Great character.
Oh man, does this mean that after Secret Wars, Heroes Reborn is going to blow up? Like it's going to be
There's
the
a new
hottest books
Thor.
ever. It's like Heroes
New Thor.
Reborn.
New Iron Man.
It's like
there'll be new
stupid
actors.
Rob Liefeld Captain America books will be going for like $40.
Actors
be
too,
awesome.
since Franklin
Is that
reboots
is that
it,
what's
it's
going
all
to
new
become of the
actors.
hobby?
You know what pissed me off is we watched the Fantastic Four movie, and stupid ass West Coast Avengers 45 is the book to get. Like, where's the other?
Because
fucking
people
book?
read Instagram, I guess.
Yeah. Of all the fucking Doom books we get,
West
like, you
Coast
know what?
Avengers.
West Coast 45 is the one to go with. It's fucking
Hey,
awesome.
you know what? Start searching dollar bins because they're out there.
Oh yeah, it's a cheap
And-
book.
Yeah.
Fuck your books that cost money, you know.
That's just a big win for Marcus being a West Coast Avengers guy.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You're like, I got like
anytime they show up with West Coast Avengers as a hype book, he's like, "Yay! Finally!"
So we've been talking about Star Trek.
I
and
love it,
Star
man.
Wars.
I'm waiting for all the alpha flights to start popping. Then I can be like, "Woohoo! I got 3 of those."
Yeah. What do you think about the Star Trek Star Wars conversation? Who's the better? Who's the most powerful ship or fighters? Drew.
It's like apples and oranges to me, man. I think
Okay.
that Star Wars and Star Trek are like so far apart that like I don't even compare them to each other. Because Star Trek is classic science fiction. Star Wars is classic fantasy set in a space setting. You know, it's like there ain't no fucking science in Star Wars. It's about believing in yourself and having magic abilities. Like that's not like it's not. You know, it's more
There's a lot
Star
more
Wars is more
supernatural.
like Lord of the Rings than it is Star Trek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Star Wars is like supernatural. Like you got
Right.
fucking all types of magical things that happen. Star Trek is supposed to be like, oh, this could be realistic, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
Star Trek is the fictional future of planet Earth. It's like our universe in the future, the way somebody would view it. Like they're based off of Earth, right? There's science based on how everything is done. Whereas like in Star Wars, they're like, oh, this ship goes to light speed, and they're like, why? Because light speed fuel. That's why. Like that, they don't fucking tell you. Like that shit is just like not even important. It's not important how the technology of Star Wars works. You know, there are little things like, oh, kyber crystals can do this and that, and they've got magical abilities. So, of course, they make the guns more powerful, and that's what they use the lightsabers for. But that's not science, dude. That's just like there's a magical rock, and we use it to make other things cool. All right, that's not science. That's fucking fantasy.
You know what I think about?
But I'm a
Trek?
Star Wars guy. I think Star Wars has a bigger universe, and it's more imaginative, and there's a lot more fun to be had in it. But I mean, I've always liked Star Trek. Star Trek's always been cool.
Yeah, you know what I think about the Star Trek is your classic, like Biggie and you said earlier, it's your classic sci-fi, man. Really good. They go over the technology. It's set in a futuristic setting. Really good stuff. Whereas Star Wars, it's more of a space soap opera to me. It's kind of written in a golden age type. What is that book called? Flash Gordon type. It feels more like they're visiting other planets. You know, they're just doing more, but it's for a specific reason instead of just being like space police to, kind of, observe, protect, and go where no man's gone before. These people are actually doing things that need to be done in the essence of the storyline,
Well, it's like George Lucas set out to make a Kurosawa film with the trappings of all that Flash Gordon pulp, science fiction. Yeah. But it's a Kurosawa film. It's like it's based on like samurai and like religion and like magic and adventure, like those things, like, and destiny. It's like Star Trek ain't about destiny. They might have a ship called Destiny, but like Star Trek is based on reality, even as out there as it gets. Right? It's like the conflicts are human conflicts. They draw a mirror to the world that we live in today, right? And it's like, oh, there's certain things like Trouble with Tribbles where there's going to be, little creatures or whatever, or things like that. But like for the most part, Star Trek is about political conflicts and philosophical differences and how, we would come across other races of beings and how we would interact, versus Star Wars being about, a magical space priest and, his legacy.
I would say there's a philosophical difference between the two, Star Trek and Star Wars. While sometimes you think Star Trek may be representing one side of the equation, Star Wars has already completed the equation. Not necessarily because they have C-3PO or R2-D2 at the party, but it's more so it's the futuristic version of Laurel and Hardy. Hashtag bars, hashtag superstars, hashtag Galaxy far, far away, hashtag Biggie Shack Radio Network all day, every day, right now. Biggie Shack, the best channel on YouTube. Vote for him, CBCA Comic Book Awards Hall of Fame. He's coming to the panel near you.
Well, we're building a federation now, so we got that to add to the network, and we got a couple matches. We got Chonker and TM, we got Darth and Houdat, so that's looking good for the network. We got like main events. So what about this little tidbit I figured out today? I saw someone talking about it, and so George Lucas did this gimmick where he had empty boxes that he said, I'd give you a toy in a month, right? That's how he started his toy line. He was like, here's an empty box. Here's a note that says, this box you'll be able to get this figure with this empty box, right? And Vince McMahon Sr., he had this talent named Terry Bollea. He coined as Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan, he got a gig working on a movie called Rocky 3. So, you know, Vince McMahon saw that George Lucas, he's like, oh, the money's in the advertising, the advertisements, the gimmicks, you know. So he saw his talent after he fired him. He said, no, you can't do Rocky 3, Hogan. You need to stay with us. Hogan said, you know what, brother? That don't work for me. So he went to Rocky 3 and he made the whole world flip over on its head. So Vince McMahon Sr., he saw that 4-minute clip of Hulk Hogan, Thunderlips, beating the shit out of Rocky. And you know what he decided to do? He hired Hogan back, and Vince McMahon Jr. decided, I want to bring Mr. T with him, who was the star from Rocky 3. What else did they do for that WrestleMania? They also added the worlds of the musical entertainment. So they brought people like Cyndi Lauper, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, all these guys with them. And they created their own Rocky 3 and their own media. Because we didn't have the internet back then. It was movies, TV, and radio pretty much. So without Mr. T and all the music and shit in Rocky 3, we wouldn't have wrestling we have today. And Star Wars.
And Roddy Piper in that awesome John Carpenter movie, They Live. So sometimes when wrestlers have a shot at doing these movies, a lot of times the wrestler needs to take the movie because you never know, it can become a cult classic.
That's right, man. So as big as Hulkamania was, dude, Sylvester Stallone, he should be in the fucking Hall of Fame. You know, Arnold did, but I don't know if Stallone got in there yet.
I think he is.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure. But I think he's in the celebrity wing.
I think Arnold is. I don't know that
Arnold definitely is.
Okay.
Yeah, Arnold is.
Yeah.
They were all Arnold stands, you know what I mean? Like,
of course, bodybuilders.
All those dudes wanted to get big.
You know,
you said something on that about George Lucas selling empty boxes with promises that toys were coming. Bro, everybody thinks that's crazy, but like, look at now. All these nerds be pre-ordering action figures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man, we're not going to have it out in time for Christmas. He's like, well, that's not going to stop us from lining our pockets.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we don't have the money to make these toys. Well, you know what? We'll get the money first. Then we'll make the fucking toys, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, they were already like they didn't need the money. Like, it wasn't like they were funding it. Like, they just weren't going to have production done in time for the holidays. So he's like, well, how do I still cash in on the holiday toy season with no toys to sell? Hey, guess what? Buy it now. We'll send it to you later.
Yeah, dude. If we did more, that's why people do Kickstarters. You know, we buy promises instead of actual products a lot of the time. So I guess we just got more comfortable with that shit. But it's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, man. You got to find out how you can put that cash in your pocket.
Just get some cardboard boxes.
Fantastic Four first steps.
You know, it's cheaper than cardboard boxes. Just put an envelope with the promise in it.
Hey, give them a fucking ticket or something.
You don't need a whole box. You know what? We're not even going to send you an envelope. It's 2025. You're getting a confirmation email.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting. Bro, like, honestly, we've done that kind of stuff for my daughter before. Like we will order something and it doesn't get there in time for Christmas. And I'll just wrap up a giant fucking box and in it will be a fucking picture that I printed out of like the confirmation. Be like, oh, look what you're gonna get.
Yeah. That's good shit, man.
Yeah, but when shit starts showing up the week between Christmas and New Year's, that's always a fun time because you're like, oh yeah, this is that thing that I was gonna get. So it's like Christmas kind of like padded out.
Oh yeah, man.
Here's this 90 guy, man. You think he's a Star Wars guy, and then he flips on you and he plays devil's advocate, dude. It's hard to.
Oh, it's that 90 guy. I mean, all he's doing is ripping packs.
He's ripping packs, getting hits,
It's one of these card guys.
working on dragon sets and shit. Like, what the hell is that shit?
Yeah, he plays Magic the Gathering. So who the hell knows what his opinion means?
I'll tell you what, you you could work on a set. How about a fucking a Tooth Fairy set or a I don't know,
The Tooth Fairy.
an ugly daughter princess set, right? A princess, ugly daughter to you got to wet her off set. I mean, this is
Wow.
dragons and dungeons, right?
I don't know if that's a thing in Magic, but I know land is.
What else is it?
He's like, you gotta play a land, and people are like, "Oh, what is it? Like, what does that do?" Like, who knows?
I know
A butterfly set.
There's something about playing Magic the Gathering that keeps you from washing your undercarriage. Or so my nose has told me from everybody I've ever met that plays Magic the Gathering.
I know a guy that has 3 daughters.
Do you? Oh no, he does have daughters. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Baby fucking C. Yeah, baby.
All right, let's see who wins in an Enterprise versus. This is shocking. So when you Google Enterprise versus Death Star, fucking Google tells you Enterprise would likely win.
No, AI tells you that.
Yeah,
That's the dumbest shit I ever
that's
heard.
bullshit.
Right there, they're showing you Enterprise versus a Star Destroyer. That's not the Death Star. The Death Star can destroy planets.
They don't even know what a fucking Death Star is. Look at this. Fuck. This is why you don't trust computers, guys.
Hey, Fish, there was that happened earlier tonight. Rob Worst from Not Near Mint, he's on the scene in, I think it was Takamoto, something, Japan, and there was an earthquake and tsunami. Very bad earthquake and tsunami, but
Where in Japan?
it's like Godzilla, man. Yeah, it's
Dude, my daughter's supposed to go to Japan on Thursday.
What?
Scary events.
Yeah, on vacation.
The world is going through this weird climate gimmick, man, to where it's like you don't know what's going to happen. Volcanoes, polar caps melting. You know, everything's going crazy with water.
Yeah, and I saw recently that they're cloning dinosaurs and setting up a theme park.
Oh man.
That might not have been real. That might have been Jurassic Park. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah. It sounded like Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I think it was.
But they do clone animals
Jurassic Park.
in Japan. They clone little fish.
They clone everything in Japan.
Yeah.
In China, they're cloning people. They're genetically modifying people to be smart and have big dicks.
I think you can clone a dog. They got to clone big dicks.
Yeah, they do.
No,
do
it's
that.
there's
They
genetic
clone
modifications.
their
You
dog
can
to make
you
if
can-
their dog dies, you can get him replaced with a clone of it.
Yeah, they're doing experimentation on genetic mods right now in China.
Why is Hawaii about to get hit hard, fish?
It's on the same ocean.
And also, fish, are you actually a fish? Aquatic? It was a 8.5 earthquake. Well, she ain't going to Japan in fucking 2 days now. She better stay home.
I don't know. We're gonna look into it.
Yeah, that's 8.5 is pretty high. It's a lot higher than 1.0. Tsunami, fuck. Tsunami's going to hit Hawaii?
Hopefully,
they're definitely gonna get some
or something. Yeah.
some aftershocks and what's it called, fallout from the ocean being disrupted. I don't know if it'll be a full-on tsunami, but it'll be definitely higher tides than they're used to. There will be flooding.
I gotta head out, my friend. I gotta go see my
All right,
wife.
man.
She's needing me for something, but I had a great time on the FOC and Chill. This is the real deal over here. The Biggie Shack Radio Network. Don't be a jerk. Make sure you're available every night because Biggie Shack does it right. We love you, everybody.
All right, man. Let's look at this Japan. I'm just going to Google Japan stuff. See what happens.
All right. Tsunami alerts issued for Japan, Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. West Coast.
Oh, tsunami. Why is there a tsunami? That's what I'll go.
Well, because the earthquake disrupts the water.
Oh, okay. Japan earthquake then. Let's start there.
It's off the coast of Russia.
Oh, it's off the Russia earthquake. Got it.
Yeah, 8.8 magnitude earthquake near Russia prompts tsunami alerts.
Dude, this don't sound good, bro. This does not sound good. I
Not at
mean,
all.
8.8 earthquake. Holy shit. That is not good. I'm not going to even say what I'm thinking, but yeah, that's a little bad.
Yeesh.
Yikes.
I gotta message my kid.
That's really fucking strong.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of a
I'm
higher
worried
one
about
than
this.
that. When did it happen? 9:27 p.m.
Tuesday,
That was
today.
Oh fuck! That wasn't that long ago.
No, it was local time there. So like this morning.
Holy shit! Well,
that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, I gotta hop off and do some research and figure out if I'm letting my kid fly to Japan.
No shit. I'm a little worried about like our safety because fuck the national stuff. You know, like there's some other theories you could have, but I feel you.
I'll have to look into it, man. All right,
all right, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you.
Yeah, you might want to deal with that later, man. Well, it's not good. Yikes. I kind of don't like that it happened to a country that ain't exactly a country that likes us that much either. Like, that's the thing that freaks me out. Damn. They're going to get hit an hour and a half? Oh, my God. Well, you got to worry about the West Coasters, too, apparently. I mean, that's a global... What did that, dude? Was it a normal? Are they known for that? I guess they'd be known for it, huh? Hmm. That's weird. His family's going there. Ouch. Biggest earthquake in 15 years, dude. I could tell. It's a little bit more, Biggie. Oh, my goodness. 90 points. All right, let's check out Hawaii news on YouTube. Only at the network, ladies and gentlemen, do I bring you this kind of content. All right, so all right, Hawaii news now. All right, here we go. Deepest earthquake in 15 years. You guys ready? All right. Breaking tsunami warning issued 8.7. Watch live. All right, let's see if we can see this. See what's going on.
That's why you need to stay out of the water. We've been seeing very rough shorelines when we have tsunamis, and we've seen that in history. So, something that we'll be watching very carefully are all of these elements coming together. Back to you guys.
We'll have crews stationed throughout the island, including our Jonathan Saki, who's headed to the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, and even our own Daryl Huff, who apparently is stuck in traffic as we monitor the different situations across the roadways, and reports of a lot of traffic jams across the
This is a statewide response right now. So we've been showing throughout the afternoon is traffic jams throughout different parts, throughout different counties across Oahu. Many employees leaving their places of business. Governor Josh Green instructed state employees to leave after the warning came down just before 3 p.m. Hawaii time. And this is what we're talking about here. Many hitting the roads. This is from earlier this afternoon, just giving you a picture and giving you a sense right now as residents respond to this warning, which is unfolding in real time. First anticipated wave is at 7:10 this evening. There will be a warning siren going off any moment now. We were told that it will be happening at 5:10. So if that audio does kick in, forgive us here if you're hearing it over the air, or it could be popping up on our phones as well. But the expectation is that another siren will be going off at 5:10, after which we'll be hearing from Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi and city officials here in Honolulu about the
they got
response.
problems, bro.
You are seeing these images right now of the roads that are just jammed.
Okay, we're working out to get Stephanie's microphone sorted out right now as we're mapping out this response statewide. Traffic jams and traffic backups happening throughout Oahu right now. We are seeing Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi getting ready for a podium, and another monitor we are monitoring in the newsroom here as we give you a look at the backup on Windward Oahu. We also saw a similar site on the leeward coast. Kole Kole Pass is opened up for emergency access at this point. Let's also give you video from Hilo right now. Hawaii County residents leaving the area, and you could be hearing the sirens over air right now as the second emergency siren warning of the tsunami warning is going off right now.
So the message that we've been hearing from emergency officials is to prepare, to have a plan in place. Do not panic at this time. As we take a look at the situation here in Kaka'ako, don't wait until the last minute to leave. But if you and your family do have a plan, meet at a meeting place, make sure that you have the necessary materials, your medication, make sure you unplug those sensitive
Breaking news.
Out to sea. So we again are hearing these sirens sounding off on cell phones across the state. Of course, Hawaii under a tsunami warning after a powerful magnitude 8.7 earthquake off the east coast of Kamkacha, Russia.
Let's go to Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi at the city's Emergency Operations Center with an update.
Good evening. Well, if you're watching us right now, you're fully aware that the state is under a tsunami alert. That said, what you're doing is the right thing to do. We ask you to pay attention, stay with the media for updates. Here in Oahu tonight, I'm surrounded by a bunch of people who are going to give you some really pertinent information. But I ask that you stay calm. If you're in a low-lying area, please get to high ground. You'll hear about our emergency centers that are open and what Randy Collins, our Emergency Management Services Director, will tell you that. But we need people to cooperate with each other. Right now, the roads are full, people trying to move. I ask you to stay calm, cooperate, and get to high ground if at all possible where you are. We promise to give you complete updates. Right now, the expected time of anything that might happen here in Oahu is going to be somewhere around 7:15. We're expecting it to be at Kauai around 7:10. We'll know. We've been told by Civil Defense that when it passes the island of Midway, we'll get a good read as to what we can expect. And that's not scheduled to happen for a while yet, but we promise to keep you updated. Please stay close to your media. Listen. If you are in a safe place, stay there. And if you're not, do something about it. Get to higher ground. So with that, I want to bring up Randy Collins, who's our Emergency Manager Services Director. Randy.
Sir. Good evening. As the mayor indicated, our number one priority is to get people to safety. So get out of the tsunami zones, out of the tsunami inundation areas. Those are clearly marked by the tsunami zone signs that you've seen around, that we worked hard in instilling over the past year to make sure that you're aware of where those tsunami zones are. You can also find out more information at www.honolulu.gov/DEM. There you will be able to find all the various types of resources about these tsunami warnings. As the mayor mentioned, our number one priority is life safety. And so right now it's an easy thing. Get away from the beaches, get inland, and get upward. So that's our message right now. I would also tell you that we are working hard with all of the city agencies and other stakeholders to make sure that we are activating the tsunami assembly areas around the Oahu. And we want everyone to, if you do live in an area that's within a tsunami area, first and foremost, go to a friend's house, go to a neighbor's house, go to your workplace, but go inward and upward out of the tsunami area. If you have no other place to go, then go to the tsunami assembly areas that we have activated around Oahu. Would also encourage you to not call 911 for evacuation out of your home. Depend on your friends and family and your neighbors to help you get out of the tsunami zones. 911 services are not for helping to evacuate. Our 911 services are for in danger of life and health services. And so we don't want to over or inundate the 911 centers. So please make sure that you use all other resources available to you to evacuate out of the tsunami zone and get to those other refuge areas. And again, as a last resort, go to those tsunami assembly areas. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ocean Safety for some information about what's happening on the beaches.
Well, good evening again. I guess the tone was running. So I want to open up by saying, if you're watching us right now, no doubt you understand that we're under a full tsunami alert here. And so that said, we at this point are taking that most seriously. And our appeal to you is to, if you're in a low-lying area, get yourself safe, get to higher ground. Okay, we ask people to stay calm, cooperate. We know the roads are full out there. Our anticipation right now, based on the latest information we have, is that we're a couple of hours away from any potential impact to Hawaii. We're going to get, as I understand it, we'll have a better read once it passes Midway, which should be substantially before then, and we'll be able to pass that on. I've come up here tonight with all the right people here to keep you informed. That's what we want to do, and we will continue to keep you informed. So everybody has power now. You have access to your media outlets. Pay attention, listen. We'll try to help you as much as we possibly can. All of our people are out there doing what they can to help people, but the best thing you can do is to help yourself and get you and your family safe. If you can, get to higher ground, okay? So I'm going to bring up ocean safety right now.
Thank you, man. Buck Giles from Ocean Safety. Not much to say, but just to reiterate, get to higher ground. Our lifeguard towers right now are closed. We have mobile responders currently giving warnings to people to get away from the beaches and out of the ocean. We've conducted ocean rescue warnings from Diamond Head through Kewalo Basin, as well as on the other sides of the island. But we really need to stress that get to higher ground, get out of those tsunami zones, just be smart and follow what the news is telling us. We will know more information as it comes. Again, we are here to help in before and after anything happens. Thank you very much.
Aloha, good evening. Chief Hao from the Honolulu Fire Department. Just like everyone else said, I'm not going to repeat, but we want everyone to stay safe, evacuate early so you don't put yourself in a tough situation. As far as for our response, we'll do our best to continue services, and at a certain point, our personnel would also have to relocate those low-lying areas. So we came up with a plan to move our resources inland and at a higher elevation, and we're just going to monitor all the reports that continue to come in, and again try and maintain as much of our response capabilities as long as we can, and not to endanger our staff as well. So I'll hand off to HPD. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Sergeant Dana Souza from the Honolulu Police Department, Major Events Division. Most everybody said it before me. We'll continue to work with fire, any other emergency management agencies to ensure public safety. If you could rely on one another and utilize your resources as much as possible. And if you need to utilize 911 for concurring emergencies, thank you.
Hi, Roger Morton, Director of Transportation Services. A little bit about our transit situation, that we are planning to stop operating any trip that was scheduled to start at after 6 p.m. So up until 6 p.m., we're going to continue to operate trips. Having said that, some of those trips would not have finished their trip and still be in a possible inundation zone. And so there may be detours that drivers will take people to higher ground if they're in danger. If you are a loved one of somebody that takes the bus and you haven't heard from them, then I would urge you to try to call them and tell them what's going on with the bus service. We have a lot of people that have language difficulties sometimes, and got to get the word out to your loved ones that after 6 p.m., we're going to suspend any service that starts after that point. For Skyline, we're going to run Skyline until the 6th.
Well, that's fucking terrifying.
And that'll be the last Skyline. Now, having said all of that,
all right,
we're going to be monitoring the situation very closely
and
after the event. It's possible that we will restore service sometime in the evening.
I always like this book. All right, we're gonna pause that.
Say one more.
They're gonna we'll get back to it in a minute, but this is a cool FF book, right? The Watcher. Be witnesses to Watchers Lie, alongside the FF, Nathaniel, and Christoph. Check that out. Right. Then the second vision, first origin. That right here. Little Silver Age. Another little silver. Second Batgirl. All right. Oh, careful now. We got a Jim Lee cover. Oh, there's a fight again. There, hold on.
More time. You can help yourself the best. We're here to help you, but we need you to help yourself as well. We would not be doing this if this wasn't most serious at this point in time. So please take this very seriously, and don't go down to the beach. Don't be looking at waves. Get yourself as high as you possibly can. So with that, if I can answer any questions, we'll be happy to do so. Yes. I would imagine that HPD right now is out there trying to move traffic along to the best of their ability. I know we've gotten some calls that it is horrible and people are in gridlock, and that's,
Yo, Lady Fantastic, what's up? All right, this is Avengers 13. Count Nefaria. Very nice. And I got this Golden Age book. Shadow 10. First Lee X-Men. Is that what that was? I thought that... No, I don't think that is First Lee X-Men. First Lee X-Men is covered with Colossus on it. And then I got Golden Age Pre-Code. Chocolate Spence. My two Golden Age books by themselves. And then I got my FF Speculation right here. I had to have this book before the movie came out. Boom. Fam. That's definitely one of my favorites. And we'll get something to eat in a second. Yeah, it's a good book. Put that over there. Old Man Gog. Pretty fun. I need some more tape on there. Nice Mylar. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Over here. All the way over there. Then we got the Dazzler Power Girl set right there. There's the Power Girl. Little Dazzle. Yabbity dabbity doo. A yabbity dabbity doo. A yabbity dabbity doo. We got the Iron Man with my grenade basher, proton cannon, Lil Nell Adams. Right. This is a Mark Jeweler. First Tex Terax. And a Bone issue 14. Right. Hold on, let me.
All I could ask is for people to keep their calm, and we'll try to move things along as best we can. You know. Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, we are stuck in the 93% of our service right now is running late. And most of our assets are not in a position where we could respond at this point. We urge the families to try to, to take advantage and keep their loved ones away if they're in low-lying areas.
Any other questions? Yes. Well, I know that they're doing a lot down in Waikiki if they're in hotels, and that each and every property I think has got their own plans, if you will. So pay attention. This is real, and it's most serious. And if they happen to be watching, we don't have these events very often, but when we do, they're real and they're serious. So we just ask you to pay attention, do what you've been asked to do. And we're all going to hope for the best. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we'll keep you posted. Anything that we hear that's definitive, that could be of importance in news, we certainly will provide that. All right, thank you.
And you just heard from emergency officials there. And as we take a look now from Kauai about the Kauai emergency shelters, we're going to list them off for you. These are areas that you can evacuate to: Kapa'a High School, Kapa'a Middle School, Ele Elementary School, Koloa Library, Kauai Community College, Kalaheo Neighborhood Center, Kilauea Elementary School. Now, these refuge areas will have parking and restroom facilities available. And keep in mind, if you are bringing a pet, make sure you bring a kennel, food, and water for the animal.
And county officials are responding statewide. We just showed you the Kauai emergency shelters on Hawaii County. You have evacuation sites open at Pu'u'eo Community Center.
All right, we got the first Killmonger, right? Right. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, yeah, we got to run that back because I had you get the Silver Age 74. Pretty sweet. It's Ren and Stimpy in space. The sick ass X-Men. One per. And this guy right here. Looking at the Doom behind him. All right. Well, this has been your FOC and chill. I'm going to have to get a thumbnail. Get a thumbnail. Get on going, baby. on our Challenger. It's right here. Okay. Got a couple books in here. Couple cool books, right? What up, Brad? I hope Hawaii does all right.
Panaeva Park, Kea'au Armory, Pahoa Neighborhood Facility, Ka'u District Gym, the Na'alehu Community Center, Yano Hall, Kealakehe High School Gym, Waimea Community Center, Hisaoka Gym, and Honoka'a Gym. So a number of sites available for those seeking shelter on Hawaii County, as well as Kauai. And as we just heard, circling back to the news conference with Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi, as well as with city first responders, there's an overarching message of, be prepared. Don't panic in this. Have a plan. So you leave the inundation areas, get inland, get upward. So the official warning came down just before 3 o'clock our time. And since then, we've seen traffic backups across different parts of the island, across different parts of the state. Roger Morton, City Transportation Director, was saying that bus service will be going on until about 6 o'clock this evening. And then Skyline, the last trip is at 6:35 from Alama. So there has been lead time in this, so there is time for many to take shelter.
Yes, and the emphasis is if you are in a low-lying area to move inward and upward, just as you said, Mark. But what hasn't been said is obviously if you are not in a tsunami zone, there is no need for you to be out on the roads. Again, we are seeing these images just coming into the newsroom right now of the traffic gridlock all across the island. And the emergency officials want to make clear that we want to make sure that we do not congest or overwhelm these roadways unnecessarily. So if you do have a loved one, come up with a plan and make sure that you have a family member. Go ahead and meet them at that area. We want to go now live. We're hearing that a news conference is happening right now with Governor Josh Green, along with other state emergency officials about the tsunami warning. Let's listen in.
Everyone is prepared, everyone is ready for what may come, but there is always some uncertainty about the size of the wave. In about 5 minutes, we'll reconvene a statewide meeting. We will hear an update on the size of the wave, as I said, as it passes through the middle of the Pacific. We'll also be in communication with other states and islands, such as Guam, Sinamai, finding out what they have experienced. After the wave is passed, after we're all safe, we will reach out to these other friends of ours across the Pacific to support them in their recovery also.
Mahalo, Governor. Andrew?
From what you shared so far, is any of that based on any ocean readings between Midway and Russia?
Yes, there was immediately a response from all of the nearshore buoys. The question was answered almost immediately right after the earthquake. It was clear to us that there was going to be a wave. As we have shared, we don't know how large a wave usually until it passes Midway, and as you can see, it takes 5 to 6 hours to come across the Pacific in this case. That's why we're always postured to first check. We don't want to alarm people unnecessarily, but once we see that there's going to be a wave, we begin our protocol. And usually the protocol results in an initial siren, which you heard, just to kind of wake people up to the severity of the situation, followed by the 3 hours out, 2 hours out, the 1 hour out, and the 30-minute out warnings. At that point, we expect everyone to be fully evacuated, either out of the inundation zones or vertically. People should not, and I will say it one more time, should not, as we have seen in the past, stay around the shoreline or risk their lives just to see what a tsunami looks like. It is not a regular wave. It will actually kill you if you get hit by a tsunami. So you have to be out of that area. Please do not put anyone in a situation where General Logan has to search and find you with a helicopter. It is not likely we will recover you if a tsunami takes you from the shore.
If you're stuck in traffic right now or in the coming hour or so, trying to evacuate, at what point, should you consider, what advice you have to people who are still trying to evacuate at this time and as it gets closer to the 7 o'clock?
I believe everyone should have adequate time to get out of the evacuation zones. There were some accidents on the highway as we were aware coming in. We'll continue to update you, especially based on the size of the wave. Obviously, everyone has to be away from the shoreline. We've been in contact with our tourism authority, Jimmy Tokioka, who's our director of DBED. He's been talking to the hotels. I've been speaking to the hospitals. They are prepared. They've actually activated additional shifts in case there are mass casualties. We are praying that that will not be necessary. If the waves come and go and then we give the all clear, we'll be back to fine, back to normal. We probably will have a lot of debris to clean up. That's where our team will execute kind of the cleanup. There could be some power failures if local poles go down. Be aware of that. There could be some loss of water pressure. That happens sometimes in these circumstances. But once we give the all clear, we will no longer worry about casualties when we'll just be cleaning up. I really think people should have plenty of time given where we are. Some of the traffic was already beginning to abate when we got here at about 4:55.
This formally concludes the presser, and we will stay tuned. We will have more updates in future press conferences. Mahalo.
So a news conference with Governor Josh Green and emergency officials who spoke earlier, re-emphasizing the same plan echoed by Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi, that in a situation like this, we do have some time to prepare. So use that time. This isn't a time to freak out or panic. And this, what we've been seeing is, aside from the traffic jams, some of the crowds at grocery stores, a very measured response statewide.
Yeah, we're even seeing those long lines at the gas pumps as well. But an important thing that was mentioned in the Honolulu
Better get your gas, yeah.
press conference with Mayor Blangiardi was about the 93% of handy van services are running late at this time. So if you do have a loved one who is relying on that service, Roger Morton, you just heard, call them up, call your family member up and let them know that it's likely they will not be picked up. Again, he said 93% of handy van services are running late at that time, and he's urging families to please take care of their loved ones if they are relying on that service and if they need to get out.
Yeah, and let's give you just a recap of kind of how this afternoon has unfolded. The initial quake off the far east region of Russia happened about 1:30 this afternoon, was an 8.0. About 20 minutes later, it got updated to an 8.7 magnitude quake, extremely powerful, very deep below the ocean's surface. And then it was later upgraded to an 8.8. The first anticipated arrival is around 7:10, so about an hour and a half away. Governor Green was saying that a lot of the traffic on their way in, throughout Honolulu seems to have dissipated, as many have seemed to have found their sites. We're staying with you throughout this entire time. So is our First Alert weather team. Let's send it over to meteorologist Drew Davis with the latest. Drew.
Let's take a look at some of the historical context for this earthquake near Russia. Of course, I'm going to break this down percentage-wise. We've got the tsunamis that have affected Hawaii. 19% come from the west coast of South America, and this is since the 1850s, so it's a large swath of 150 years of data out there. And notice this, the second most, 16% from Kamchatka and the Kuril Islands just off to the east of Russia. Going down, you've got the
All right, I gotta find my first solo. Damn it, I didn't want to rematch that. Looking for my first solo man thing, then we'll get out of here. $182. Fuck. I was watching Asylum earlier. It's pretty good. All right, after I win this, I'm gonna stop. If I win this, fuck. Fuck. Got him. Where the fuck is my book? There it is. Hey, Melody. There's an 8.8 earthquake just happened in Russia.
What?
8.8 earthquake in Russia.
I already know. Tsunami in Japan, Hawaii, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah.
I've been watching a little bit of live, footage at all three places.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just wonder if it's distraction from Epstein files.
I don't know. Put my books up. I'll show y'all my little stack of cool books. Put these up last. Fun. All right, you ready? All right. Got that one. You already seen these a second ago. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know why she said that. Just need some more tape. Keep this out. Get some more tape for it. This one has not enough tape either. That one out. Get some more tape on them. That bad boy. right? We got this one looking good, looking damn good. That right there. Got the first gibbon. Is this Steranko? This is a good one. I like that one. Call. Just don't have enough tape either. Shit, man. These Mylars don't have enough tape on them. This one barely has any tape. That's the one I was looking for. And that boy. And this don't have enough tape either. I need a lot of tape. I don't have shit. Alright. Well, thanks for going down Banger Apocalypse with me. We got this Pee Wee Herman book too. And the Sakira recently. We're getting close to that X-Men 1. X-Men 1, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. X-Men 1, we're coming for you. Banger after banger.
I used to think you were just about the most perfect person in the world. You're just a slut.
All right. I hope all of the national travesties go okay. Keep them in your prayers, everybody. Hashtag enjoy. We are going to let's check in with them real quick to see.
The west coast of North America, that's about 13%. 13% come from Alaska, and then 12% come from New Zealand and Pacific Islands, and it goes down as you're going closer to Indonesia. You may notice about 6% is actually missing from this chart. The rest of the 6% comes from Hawaii. And I do want to talk about, again, some of the historical context from the 6.
Damn, west coast of America is looking pretty rough. Camacha Kuril Islands, west coast of North America 13, west coast of South America. Oh. All right, well. Hashtag enjoy. I don't like the lighting. I need more light. I'm going to work on the lighting in here. Where's my big boy? Where's my big boy? Oh shit! Need that water. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Is it there? It is. Oh, here, my big boy. Gotta get it looking right. Nope. All right, hold on. We ain't done yet. Okay. I was watching an old video. We had a bunch of views. Unplugging shit. Alright, here we go. Like that. See if that makes me look any better. This makes me look bright as fuck. Alright, we got the books. We got the books. Yeah, we got the books. That, brother. These are all community books. Thank you, community. Community book. Book I bought. Community book. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. You guys sent me some cool books. I like cool books. I sent some books out today, though. Check me out. So I sent some books out to Darth, because I'm a generous, very giving channel member or network runner. And, it was like a DNA agent, Gotham Girls or whatever the fuck. A Hollow's Eve cert book, a signed Zeb Wells, and a Herbie Wanted 5, and a couple other books. You know, just a little spec, a little spick. All right, we're out of here. Take my hat off for you. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, Adventure 76, Superman 76. I'm not sure, but 74, something like that. Death of Superman tomorrow. Check us out. It'll be a good one. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie. Biggie.